Everyone, I'm back with another fucking video. And this little boy joined my court, which is awesome. Because it all started with little boys, and it's going to end with little boys. Am I right or am I right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you know how to play this court game?
Yeah.
So what is a prosecutioner? What is that?
I honestly forgot.
What'd you say?
I said I forgot.
So you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know how to play. See, always ask questions, because when your questions are answered, then you can do this. Give me a second. Look, I'm not wasting my time with someone who just doesn't know how to play the game, bro. Like, listen, and I'm not even asking for much either. All I'm asking is if you know how to play the game. Like, I'm not gonna put myself up for, like, freaking disaster because nobody knows how to play. Fully. Okay? But we'll wait for other people. Let's see if I can invite my friends. So, while I'm starting my own instance, I was hoping for me to... I can kick people, but, like, no. Like, that would be so amazing if I can just kick people, bro. But there's something wrong with my account, which is not letting me do that. Even though if I create my own instance. Isn't that odd? Okay, let's invite all my ugly friends. Let's invite Brianna. Period. And this random person. So, while we wait, I'm going to be telling you guys about a story that actually made me, like, not fall asleep. So this is what happened. So I was, like, asleep, not dreaming as per usual. And then I wake up, and then all of a sudden, like, I just think about the story because, like, the same time was, like, happening in my time frame in the story. So that's what it made me think about it. And that's why it was scarier, because it was in the same time frame as the time frame I was in, which was at nighttime. And the reason why this is scary is because this was a true story that actually happened at nighttime. So the door's open, but you know. Hey friend, I love your new outfit. Whatever it is.
Yep. Whatever. Anyway.
Why do all the little boys go in this room to get weapons to act like they're going to do something with them? That's what every little boy does. I'm like every time in this courtroom. It's really weird. Like all the little boys act like
revolver as well. They always grab this little revolver and it's like, oh, I'm going to shoot you, man. I'm going to shoot you, man.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. But he was just holding it in his hand like he was being something scary or something. But anyways, I would love for him to like know what he was doing so we can start this court case. But you know, how did you find this video game, dude?
Unpopular.
So you just joined this game? Do you know how to read?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
So what does this room say?
Where?
Like, you know, what room? Like, you joined this room. What did it say?
Yo, what's the game called? What's the game you're in called right now? This one.
Let me find it.
Okay, just...
You don't remember?
I'm trying to find the courtroom.
Oh,
what?
The courtroom.
Because, dude, listen, when you join something, you have to act like what you're joining. So if you join a courtroom and you don't know what the fuck is going on, why would you join it? Well, you could have just been playing McDonald's. I know you know about McDonald's.
I wouldn't give too much stress on these little kids, I think.
I'm not giving him stress. I'm giving him advice.
No, listen, I'm not gonna do it. Hey man, I'm gonna sit in there. Oh, spooky time. Oh, spooky. Anyways.
And you're still looking. It's okay. I just wanted to make a valid point with you. So, I could teach them, but none of these little boys understand anything I say. So,
I say we just keep them here just for the server number, I say.
right. So, let's begin with my story, shall we? This actually was very scary for me. And literally, I've witnessed and seen and done.
I have nothing better to do.
Okay. You know, I've witnessed and done some terrible things to human beings because they deserved it. But like this, it never interfered with me sleeping. Like I slept like a baby. Watching the Mexican cartel videos, you know, just to, you know, get an early start of the day watching the Mexican cartel videos. You know, the worst I seen was a guy's face getting burned off. I actually watched this while being live. It's my first time watching it, and it was a guy's face getting what? Oh.
I don't know why I'm holding it.
No, he shouldn't be listening to what I'm saying. I forgot. Okay. So, and it was very, like, it literally looked like it was literally not real. Because this guy was still alive, and his face was completely burnt to a crisp, and you can see his, like, eyeballs. It was disgusting. But that didn't interfere with me going to sleep. You know what did? So let me tell you. So, first of all,
He's behind you, by the way.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. Little boy, you shouldn't be listening into this, and you know better. You know you shouldn't be listening to what I'm saying. Or he doesn't even know what I'm saying. He doesn't even know. I don't
Hey,
think
do you know what the Mexican cartel? Do you know what the Mexican cartel is?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's good you don't know.
It's good you don't know.
Anyways, so I stumbled upon this YouTube channel, okay? And, you know, I love watching true crime, okay? So, this was an unsolved murder case. Now, if you know, I, like, when I watch true crime, I only like to hear about, like, cases that
I can't
are...
hear you for some reason.
Because I intentionally muted my mic, because it was getting kind of cringy.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you're just listening, that's a little awkward, dude. Like, you know.
I'll something.
I'm ignoring what you're saying. That's why I'm not talking.
Right. I'll say something though. Yeah, I've watched like a bunch of Mexican cartel videos, mostly the beheadings. I noticed with them in beheadings, they're like jihadists and beheadings. But I think that might have been real because they usually do some fucked up shit. And I think that's right up their alley. I think I've seen a video like that. Like not like the face burning, just the entire body burning. You know.
So what is the worst video you've seen that the Mexican cartel did?
Ooh, what was it? Okay, so what was it? Ooh, do you know that one video where they it's like a very popular one, the party something? It was the one where they punched this guy's head so much it turned to the guts, like on the floor, blood everywhere. It was just
with their fists,
the brains. Yeah, the fists, hammers, whatever. Doesn't matter. Like it was
I didn't watch
bloody
that.
pulp. And I think it was actually he was alive for some point in that video. Actually, his face was fully beaten in. I'm not even joking. You can see.
Oh my god, that's not...
The brain was
little boy. You have to get out of here. Bye.
Little boy, you can't be here.
Get out of here, Shoo! Oh my god, I never watched that. I really want to watch that though. No, I actually don't enjoy watching shit like that. It's just to prepare me for the bigger cause one day.
I've watched a lot of gore actually, like a ton of gore.
Really? Why do you
Yeah.
watch it?
I don't know. It's just interesting to me because
It's just
I usually
interesting
don't
seeing
see
people
something-
die.
sometimes it's not like that. It's like seeing the body discombobulate like that.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
usually see that in. I don't usually see that in video games. Maybe in like one gory video game you can see it, but it's still cartoonish, you know. You don't really
Yeah,
see it in
it's still
real life.
cartoonish. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sometimes it's just to look, and other times it's just to examine and talk with my friends with.
You talk to your friends about this? Are you kidding me?
No, you don't know my friends. You do not know my friends. They're crazy.
Obviously. But, that's kind of weird to talk about with your friends, but
Well, we
It's
usually
like
talk
you
about,
should only do it in private in a dark room where nobody sees what you're doing. Because so people
Obviously.
don't think you're weird for watching that shit and they think you're a murderer, which is totally not true.
Obviously, man, I would never kill something.
Yeah,
That's a
me
very
totally
bad
me
thing.
neither, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, alright, continue.
So, anyways, I was watching this YouTube video, and I hate unsolved cases because that's when I feel like I need to get involved and,
Exactly.
figure out, the missing pieces to the story, even though
Yeah.
it's been unsolved for a million years, and I'm not going to be the one to solve it, obviously. But, it makes me feel empty inside.
Mhm.
But this story was very bizarre, and it's because it was unsolved that made me, not go to sleep. It was really insane. Excuse me, you can come in. Body T. Who do you work for? Excuse me, who do you work for?
Hmm.
I
don't know.
What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the same dude. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm gonna talk about it, and the more that I go on with the story, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And you would be like, "Oh, you'll be like what I was being that night." Okay.
Alright,
So-
explain. I'm interested.
So basically, this happened in just, the 2000s, literally. Just a new year of the century, okay? And this crime happened. So an unknown man broke into these people's house, okay? These Japanese people's house. It was a family. It was a family of 4, okay? So this random intruder that is still not caught to this day, okay? He climbs up to the second story. Now, if you live in a house with a second story, that's not climbable
Mm-hmm.
unless you're fucking crazy. So you have.
a ladder.
He didn't have no ladder. He climbed up himself.
Mhm.
He literally. So that's what's scary. A random man put that much energy into breaking someone's house to climb up to the second window and to break the window in just to get into the house. Now that is crazy. That's what he did. That's exactly what the fuck he did.
Mhm.
So, so he breaks into the house and he enters into the bathroom. Little boy, get out of here now. Thank you. So the intruder comes in and he automatically knows the layout of this random guy's house. Anyway, so he goes into a bedroom, immediately goes into the bedroom after breaking into these people's houses. And guess whose bedroom that was? A little 6-year-old boy. So he goes into this little boy's room, strangles him to death, okay? And then walks out of the room. Now, his father is on the same floor as him, and he hears some type of commotion going on in his house. So the father comes out, and the intruder's already out. So the intruder has a knife in his hand and stabs the father to death. So the father actually.
I'm listening.
You shouldn't be listening though. I actually feel like okay, stop.
You want me to say something in between?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. There's actually many cases like this. I've never heard one.
But
this one
this is actually
Sure.
very gruesome.
Alright.
This is very gruesome.
All right.
It's gonna get very gruesome. Hey, friend.
Okay, I'm really anticipating. I'm listening deeply, and it's really interesting so far.
Yeah, hearing a little boy getting strangled is interesting. But anyways, he stabs the father to death, right? And he showed absolutely no mercy. Keep this in mind. This guy, this random intruder that nobody knows about, didn't show any type of mercy. And I'm thinking that this random intruder did not know the family for him to do this to this random family that he just broke into the house, and he didn't even steal anything. He just broke into the family's house and just killed them all unmercifully for no reason. That's what really was the scary part for me. That was very scary. I was like, oh my god. Anyway, so he stabs the father to death, and the father, his body gets in the basement somehow, and he's dead. So the wife and the daughter, they're upstairs on the 3rd floor, and they hear some commotion, so they come down. And on the way down, the intruder knows every room that the family's in, because he's making his way up there. So he stabs the wife and stabs the 8-year-old little girl to death. But he didn't.
Nah, I'm listening.
Who the hell are you?
A person.
Okay. Anyways, so
friend.
the little girl, she actually received the worst of the whole, beating, because the little 8-year-old girl, I wonder what she did to him. She got beaten to death, and then she got stabbed after she died multiple times. And, her jaw was severely fractured, and people don't know why this random intruder would do this to these little children. I can understand you can kill adults, because, I do it all the time. But why would you kill little children? What do you gain from killing little children for no reason? He didn't get anything from this. So after he slaughtered the family to death, you know what he did after this? He went to the refrigerator and got himself 2 ice creams from the refrigerator, and he didn't even get a spoon. He literally was licking the ice cream from the tub, right? So his DNA, that's the first, he left multiple of his DNA at the crime scene, and he still wasn't caught. So he was just licking the ice cream like this on the tub, okay? No spoon. Then what he did after that, he went to the bathroom and took a shit, didn't even flush, and didn't even wipe himself, right? So that was the other DNA he did. Then he went on the computer. He went on the family computer after this and was searching some random shit up on the computer. And the investigators was like, okay, so this intruder probably stayed in the house for 2 to 9 hours after he committed this crime. Right? And another weird thing he did, he took off all his clothing at the crime scene. I don't know why he would do that. He left his shoes and everything. And then he also took the family's documents. What are documents? I don't know. He took the family documents, put it in the bathtub, and filled it up with water for no reason. That's what he did. That's what this random intruder did. And people were like, what is the motive for this dude to do this? Because he only stole $20 in cash. That's the only thing he stole. He didn't steal no watches that the dad had, nothing. So it wasn't no burglary. It was literally just a random crime for this guy to commit. But that's not even the bizarre part, period. So the bizarrest part of it all is that this guy was mixed. Okay, no, that wasn't the weirdest part. But he was mixed with white and Asian, which is an odd combination. Because this happened in Japan, so that's an odd combination in general. He's not Blasian. He would be Wasian.
I said Wasian.
Yeah. So, anyways, so since he left all his clothing, including his shoes, at the crime scene, all his DNA, so the investigators were investigating. So first they checked his shoes. His shoes were odd, and his shoes were only bought in South Korea, not in Japan. So he probably went to South Korea, bought the shoes, and then came to Japan to commit this murder. So that was odd. Another thing is that he had a bag that was filled with sand that was left at the crime scene, and the sand, where the sand was originated from, was in California. Okay, and what he was wearing was weird as well, like a bucket hat. Like that's really weird to wear in general. Okay, and also this was the age range, because he wasn't caught, of like the murderer. So he could have been 13 to 35, because you have to be very athletic to climb a place to get to the second story, okay? So he was climbing. So he had to be very athletic, and to stab these people and have, you just have to be very athletic to do that kind of shit, okay? In general. So 13 to 35, and he was white and Asian, which is a really weird combination, and everything about this guy was really weird. And he was 5'7", which is also very weird. So I don't know why this person did this, and he was never caught, so he could still be alive today. And he was also not in the criminal database at all. So he was just a random guy who had no criminal activity on his record, and just went into this random family's house and killed them all in a very heinous way. And that's what was scary, that didn't allow me to sleep 3 nights ago.
Because that could happen to you, right? That could happen to you anytime.
That could never happen to me! But, it was just, it was just scary.
Yo, it reminds me, can I speak?
Yes, you may.
Alright, so that reminds me of a case called this guy, Mr. Cruel. Do you know who that is?
No.
Down in Australia. So, let me make a little thing about Mr. Cruel and I'll compare the two. Mr. Cruel, he would break into random people's houses when the parents were away. He would not only rape, but murder the children inside and never get caught. And if you look up at his face, Mr. Cruel, he is so creepy. He has a mask with what was it? Big, broody eyes, a very scary guy. But it reminds me of him. Because who does this to random people he doesn't even know?
Exactly. Like, that was scary,
that's the whole thing.
What's his name?
Mr. Cruel.
Okay. Oh my God!
Yes. Do you not see that?
Oh my God. So he will only rape children? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. So it could have been Mr. Cruel. Oh, wow.
He could have been Mr. Cruel because he was down in Australia.
Wait, but he didn't rape anybody. He just killed them.
Yeah,
but that's not even okay.
He just killed them.
But
Yeah, obviously. But anyways, let me say something. They're both similar because, for one, they have to be very athletic to break into houses like that.
Exactly.
2, they have to be some type of evil to not only kill children but also kill the parents with the children inside. Especially the first guy you mentioned.
Yeah.
But for the first guy, he was so weird. He had he had shoes from South Korea and sand from California. That's so weird. I do a little theory on the guy. I think he might have been like a tourist or something. He was going around Asia, something like that. He randomly took sand from California, probably from California.
Yeah.
But he was just a very type of cruel person. He probably did other crimes as well. Really think about it. Also probably mentally ill to some degree.
Yeah, he was definitely.
And he's ice cream. Yeah, who does that?
Since it's ice cream, you gotta be mentally disabled to do that.
Dude.
It
just seems like such a coincidence. All of his stuff was from around the world and not in Japan locally. It just seems like he was a tourist.
Right, and I forgot to mention something.
Yo, tell me.
So, and he probably knew he was never going to get caught because back in the day, for DNA in Japan, it was weird. If he didn't consent like if the killer didn't consent to his DNA to be in like prosecuted so it can be used in a courtroom, it will never be prosecuted, which is weird because why would a killer consent to that? So he probably knew all this information. That is why he left all that shitty DNA all around these random people's like house, just for him never to get caught. Which that's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah. That supports the
And
tourist
he was
theory.
white
'cause-
and Asian, which was really weird to
Yeah.
me. Like,
So
bro.
what I think, completely after you told me that, I think this is a guy going around Asia or somewhere else. He was a very crazy person, you know. He just wanted to get rid of his edge, kill somebody, kill a family, you know, break into a
Right.
house, do crime, and never get caught. It's the thrill of it. It turns you on. Probably a sexual thing. Honestly,
It just
You're not helping his case here, man.
what?
we're just waiting for people to join up. So
right,
we're just
like
talking about stuff.
yeah. But yeah, so
What
I
did the killer look like again?
little boy, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know. You just don't. Alright, I think we should just start up a case, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, are you like the prosecutioner, dude? Is that why you're staring at me?
I will feel the power. Yeah. I'm the
Wait.
prosecutioner now. Let me see
He's
the stuff off
invisible,
my
okay.
chair real quick.
And one more thing I wanted to add is just for all the facts, like a random guy can just climb up to your second story window and kill your whole family and take shits and eat your ice cream and just never get caught was like
Yes,
really
yes.
scary to me. So are you ready to
Sorry
be?
for my interrupt this, but have you seen the wheelchair?
Why?
Right there.
Why is that
Wait, really?
necessary?
It's right there.
Your Honor, this is Yoshi Kong Akira with Killer Queen. I move that we send him to the gulag.
Are you talking about that guy right here?
I'm talking about Yoshi Kong Akira, the guy in the wheelchair.
Today. Oh.
Okay, he looks familiar.
Put him to the world.
Okay, let's just begin.
I am waiting.
Who wants to be the judge?
Me.
I'll be
I can
Let me be the judge. Let me be the judge. Let me be the judge.
Now let me tell you
Trust
something
me.
for a second. Oh, whoever sits in the seat, if I don't like the way you judge, you will get vote kicked in an instant.
Sup?
Okay.
The judge.
And now there's two judges. Great. Ooh,
I
who
don't-
is
I don't know
this?
who's
Ooh, I didn't even see this.
I'm the Among Us, bro.
Sup?
Yeah, I
Oh
can
wait,
tell.
just gonna-
killer
Yeah,
had
I mean-
a
I'm
mask
just
with
gonna say
big
it.
eyes.
They're
A
not
mess
monsters,
with
they're
big
just
eyes.
killers.
Course
I'm
less intimate than
Okay,
this.
Oh, is that
think
your little
I don't
boyfriend?
drive
You guys
it.
look so cute together.
Me.
I think I know where I fit, actually.
Can listen, there can't be two judges. Unless you guys
sat
are like
down first.
conjoined twins.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I said that.
I have multiple personality disorder, man.
No,
Listen,
no, man. No.
How about you let Ollie Man beat the judge because he was here first, and then he can give up his seat after the round.
Yeah, I'll do
Fine,
that.
but I'm being a lawyer.
This is the
No,
round.
Being a lawyer.
I was literally gonna. Okay, are you
Disable Q?
I'll be a lawyer on this
Disable
side.
Q Gaming.
from
Come here,
JoJo?
guys.
Wait,
Yes,
which
he's
is
from
the
JoJo.
protector
I
of
don't
the
remember seeing your bitch ass
defense?
face
Yeah,
there.
and
Oh my god.
Sorry.
wait, so the
He's a
defense
main
is
character.
helping
He's a-
me.
wait, how do you not? What?
Defense is helping me.
Joe. Okay, can we please begin?
Right down.
All right. Prosecution, state your opening
I
statement.
want him. I want him.
Give me
Wait, everybody needs to stay in their places.
Yeah,
No,
everyone's staying in their
come
place
up
or the
here.
fucking floor's being dropped. I don't give a fuck if that guy's in a wheelchair.
All right, come up here and state your opening statement.
I am sorry.
Oh my god. All right, brother.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I waited 20 minutes for this gay ass shit.
Can I
right
pick
here.
him up? Just
Just
Why
throw him
can't I
out.
not
Just throw him
just
out.
push
Just
him
throw
up?
him. Just throw him. Just throw him.
You can't.
I can't.
You
It's like
if
a
the thing's
barrier
closed.
wall.
Wait, hold
Put him
on.
under
Open
the
it.
map,
Open it.
put him,
Throw him
like,
out.
to
Throw him
the
out. Throw him out.
floor.
Hold on. Let me open it. Let me
I
open it.
can't. I can't.
Turn on, stupid.
No.
All right, open it. Get him out. Get him
No,
out.
you can't kick me out. No.
Hurry up before he gets up.
You can take
I
items
can't
out.
pick him up now. Okay.
Bro,
What is that?
you're getting vote kicked. Goodbye.
Oh my god. I don't know.
This is a threat.
Oh, he's going. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
All right, prosecution, say your opening statement.
And make it fast, bitch. Little girl will let you in soon.
All right, little girl, come in here. Not you, Yoshikage Kira.
You don't come in.
No,
you
don't
don't
you
come
do-
in.
You stay out there like a peasant.
Even though
All
you're
right,
hot.
prosecution, say your opening statement.
Who is
Bro, me when I'm with you.
is Sophia defending herself? What's happening here?
the guy in
Do you want to sue me?
All right. So today we here are prosecuting Boarman #1 with violent crimes against my defendant here. I mean my client here.
Client.
Grubs
You mean your
Gummy Guns.
girlfriend or your
Alright.
boyfriend?
That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
There's no
Why?
eyelashes, so that's a boy.
Angry, like every woman.
Anyway,
Hey, look at your
they're
favorite
my
golf
fiance
dragon.
for 1. 2, this is not a conflict of interest. 3, we saw Boarman sneak into the house. All right. They were looking for jewelry and,
Did he
and
film you?
valuable things.
Shut up. I
What?
will rape you.
Did he kill you guys?
Yeah, what he said. Anyway, on that note, he saw my beautiful fiance sitting there, and he thought, "Damn, that's shiny and valuable," and he tried to steal them. All right. I end my case.
Gonna steal his balls?
Wait, what? So what is the crime? Is it like burglary or what? Or like
Burglary.
It's multiple accounts of different laws being broken. All right. Vandalism.
But you
shattered
can't
the
even give
window
me
coming
one.
In, theft. I just gave you 2.
Trespassing.
okay.
This man
Just
here is a
give him a
violent
death
criminal.
sentence,
Look,
man.
he came to court wearing a butchered boar's head, and he's
not even wearing a
shirtless.
shirt.
That's where he
What the
comes
heck?
from.
Exactly. This-
That's where he
That's
comes
his
from.
culture.
Yeah, that's his culture.
Oh, he's kind of.
Meanwhile, y'all are literally look like freaking like
I know.
what? Like
Is that a
y'all, I
woman?
don't even know what the fuck that looks like, but okay.
Fine, I won't look like anything.
Oh my god.
Talk about sensitive.
I'm allowed
On
to have
that
my mask or
note-
not?
What do you have to say about what he did?
I have to say a lot. No. Okay, so first of all, they don't even want to say a date or a time. If there's not a date, a time, or a place that this was said, then it's not real and it's not true.
I said yesterday.
And what date was yesterday? Don't speak because
It
you
was the
already.
8th.
No, don't speak because you already wasted your time. So, and also, he said, man, this man right here. First of all, my client is clearly a little boy.
Hey,
I'm 15.
Yeah, he's like 12
Yeah, he's
in the
15.
show.
Now, I don't know what little boy is sitting there stealing people's balls, okay? But this is not that little boy. Because this little boy's...
How the fuck?
Actually, what I
Who
was going to
dropped
say...
court, dude? Who the fuck dropped court?
It was
Stop me if
freaking
I'm
you!
lying.
Dude, I did not click drop court, dude, on everything.
Shelly?
Alright, anyways, continue.
Okay, so... Can you please be quiet? What's your 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
dude.
4, 5? Okay, I thought it was 6. Okay. Anyways... So, yes, my clients actually have very depressing social anxiety. That's why you barely heard her you barely heard her speak, or him. I can't really tell, because
I'm a god.
they have social anxiety. Usually the people in the cage be yelling their heads off that they're guilty or innocent, but this one barely even spoke. So if someone who's barely can speak, why would they have the courage to steal something of someone else's, especially coming from these ugly little children? So anyways, my client...
Well, he doesn't have rights in there, so he can't speak.
Well, usually the people in the cage speak, whether rights or not. Am I right or am I wrong?
Wrong.
Both.
Saying right.
May I present some evidence, please?
No, you may not! I'm not even done!
No,
I
no,
told you
no,
the
no,
evidence
until
are
she's
you.
done.
What's your
not until
name?
she's done.
What's your name?
This is Badgerman. My client is what's the word for can't speak?
It doesn't even look like.
They're mute.
Mute.
They're mute.
Oh, mute.
No, they're not on mute. They are mute. There's a difference.
Okay.
They're making fun of their disability.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking them their name. Because Gummy Guts is not something I want to call someone. Sorry. Anyways, but long story short, my client was at his house like he usually be because he has severe social anxiety, and he will never steal from these critters. Not on my watch. Thank you.
All right. The prosecution, present your evidence.
I love you, King Julian.
Crazy, man.
All right. First piece of
funny.
evidence. This phone has a recording of the defendant jerking their
There's
shit.
no recording! There's no recording! It's not recording.
Watch that.
That's right.
Watch
I
that.
plugged it.
Let me see. Your mouth is in the way. Hold on, drop it.
Sorry.
Wait, but I
What?
plugged
He's jerking
it.
his shit to
You're
pictures
crazy,
of
bro.
my fiance's toes
You're
that he took out.
crazy.
You see, this wasn't only assault on our house to steal valuable jewels. It was to steal their family jewels, all right? They are infatuated with my partner, and they wanted everything that I own, all right?
Even their virginity is their
um,
wife.
But how is this illegal?
Don't ask how I got the bill. Don't
how is it
ask how I
related?
got the video.
No, but
So,
how is it
look,
related? How's it related?
It's a video of them masturbating to my partner's feet. It means that they want my partner. That's why they came in and attempted
No,
that
that means
thievery,
they would
that-
want your
that
client's feet.
assault.
Yeah, I just want to go and see.
Get it.
And first of all, if you take a good look at his feet, and since they're the same breed, they don't even have any toes. So they don't even have any
Evidence?
feet.
A shovel that was used to break open
Shovel,
our
dude.
window upon entry. All right,
Let me see
Okay,
that, let me
that's
see
great.
that.
here you
Can
go.
I see the crime scene report for this one, actually?
Yes, sir.
Why would you give them that option?
Hey, Mom, did that happen? I did. Where did you get the shovel from?
Here's the
know.
forensic report for that shovel that shows his fingerprints are on it.
Let me see that. Oh, drop it.
It's right there.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you out.
Well, I don't have fingerprints.
Exactly, but
Can
we'll
we
get
do a
into
DNA
that.
test on that guy real quick? See if he has fingerprints.
Yeah, I have a DNA test that I will show you.
gonna
just
lick
go
his
get it
finger.
real quick.
I can take my fingerprint here.
Oh my god, he took out the forensic.
I'm gonna sign. Keep your ass over there. We're gonna get you.
There is actually okay. Yeah, he needs to let that go.
Yeah, of course, it disappears on the floor. Hey, can you
Okay,
see me? What is it?
where are we gonna go, bro?
Oh, wait, I know.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, come in here, King Julian.
Alright, go sit down, King Julian.
He's not the with me.
So,
That's my neighbor. I've seen him before.
this is the forensic report, and yeah, and also this is the internet activity, which basically states that he's always on his internet because he's always in his house, and he was on his internet on May 8th that day.
Objection.
And there wasn't-
You can leave
no,
your computer on. Even
First
if you're
of all,
in the
that's not a
house.
reasonable objection. You're supposed to
It's
say
not
objection,
your, it's not your
hearsay.
job to tell me
objection,
or
relevancy.
anything. It's the judge's job. All right, the judge has
Well,
to
I'm
say
telling us are you-
adhered or
that's not
whatever
even
he
a
says.
something.
All right, it's not your job.
Hello.
Alright.
All right.
Is your job just to hoot and holler?
May I speak?
No.
My
Hey,
job. Look, my job is.
I
to
didn't want you to
defend
answer
the
that
safety
question.
of
I just
the
wanted you to
truth
listen.
in this case.
alright,
May
bro.
I speak?
Because he's just randomly objecting and it's not even appropriate objections.
That-
So and it's
You-
just
you
screwing
can- you can
it's
randomly
screwing me
object.
over for no reason.
Alright, order
Anyways,
my courtroom. No more yelling.
It's not your job to say whether I can object or not. It's the judge's. The judge says.
and your job is to read the
pass or
fucking
whatever
law
he's
and realize that your objection is not a reasonable objection, period. And I'm about to snatch this fucking
That order in court, she
May
just
I
threatened
speak?
my client.
Alright,
She just
order.
threatened
No,
my
I
client.
didn't. No, I
That's
didn't.
extremely terrible.
First of all,
um,
okay.
Alright, no, we're speaking. Unless you want to come up here and explain your evidence further, if you want to.
Yes, I would. So the internet activity, as I said. Now, you guys didn't even give me time to cross-examine his evidence.
Alright.
but as you can see right here, it says no video evidence,
No video
No.
evidence.
no
So
photo
I didn't take this one
evidence.
into consideration. I didn't take that one into consideration.
And
Those little words.
so we're gonna ignore all the regular procedures in this courtroom. Then it looks like this case is gonna lead into a mistrial.
Well, I never took in consideration his video evidence. Do you have a witness? Like, do you have a witness?
And his mute husband just left his fuck ass. So hey,
Like,
They're
do we
still
have a
there.
I have a witness.
no, they're not.
You
They probably
can't
blocked
say
you for
anything.
being an asshole.
My bird who died.
So first off,
How?
their evidence
I
right
ate it.
here said he's been online, right? Well, anybody can simply leave their computer online any time of the day. Who's to say he doesn't have a noof there that gets in and on his room and like on his computer, right? Like there's so many things that could happen with that. That's not proof. That's just a speculation. Two, I call liar liar pants on fire.
This is a very serious case now.
All right. They asked for any witnesses, all right?
Okay.
But that shovel has their fingerprints on it. That shovel was laying next to the scene where the window is smashed in. for
Objection,
entry,
Your Honor.
alright?
Objection, Your
Where
Honor.
would I get the shovel?
He can't come up there and just
Alright.
say why my evidence is obviously go against his evidence, because that is exactly why we're going against each other. Because both our evidence go against each other. So if he's gonna come up there and say, well, this doesn't make any sense because of my evidence, that doesn't make any sense now, does it? Because I could have said the same about his fuck-ass shovel. That doesn't make any sense.
Chillax.
So listen,
Why are you
look,
so heated up, bro? Jesus.
No,
all
because
I'm saying
nobody's
is
making any
your
sense.
evidence. I'm saying that it's not evidence in the first place. It's just speculation. Versus mine.
Just
is a
like your
clean
evidence
cut-
is!
It's a clean cut forensic report.
You're
on
not
fingerprints.
making
What do you
any
mean?
sense. No.
Forensic. And it says he's
Yup,
been
yup,
online
hey.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
Online every day.
Yeah,
How
but
can
I leave my
someone say-
computer.
How
Yeah,
can someone
exactly.
stay up that
Computer.
long?
Are you questioning me?
What's a computer?
No, I'm just.
She
I'm just
tried
wondering.
arguing. Next point. She tried arguing that this client does not have fingerprints. One, why the
I
fuck
didn't
would
even
he
say
have
that.
fingerprints?
He's a human.
Yeah, why would he not have fingerprints? That's a very.
I don't
Wait.
have fingerprints.
Does
Come on,
these
look at
people
my
have
fingers.
fingerprints? They ain't even got fingers nor toes. So how's my client taking pictures of something that?
He's into
I
nuts,
can use.
bro.
I have magical powers like telekinesis.
Oh, there's always
flight.
illicit excuses. Oh,
Wait, no, he
Me
does have
too.
cocaine.
Yeah, I
He does
actually have
cocaine.
magical powers.
no, there's
And I
illicit
have
excuses
yeah.
for you.
Well,
I
there's
also-
very, there's
Which
very
makes you a
limited
liar.
line,
Excuses,
and
their
he can be-
reason.
He can be
He
attracted
is
to those stuff.
looking at
Okay, he can be
me.
attracted
I
to
also
those
Oh,
have
stuff.
so we're giving him the benefit of the doubt, really? Really?
Watch. Hand me that shovel. Hand me that shovel real quick.
Take a shovel.
All right. So watch.
Okay, bro.
I have telekinesis.
I literally
See?
won this
Look,
court
it goes
case.
out. It goes in. I have
I have
powers.
two.
There you go.
Dragon.
So can I answer your question, depth of the note?
Dragon.
I'll just ask a question.
No, you can't.
How do you explain this?
So I'm going to ask a judge,
your
but it's
question?
directed towards you, okay? So this is what you're basically telling me. So you're saying my client broke into your client's house with a shovel, okay? Just to take a photo of your boyfriend's feet that are not even feet, they're like stubs, to jack
You got the
off.
chronological order
Can I
wrong.
finish? To jack off for what reason? For pleasure?
That's not what I said. I
Okay.
showed a video of them, a recording of them jerking off to my fiance's feet. All right.
That's what I just
That was
said!
taken before
That's what
the
I just
event.
said!
That was taken before
Who's
the
telekinesis
event
is
took
that?
place.
Oh
That
my
was his
God.
motive. The motive
Give that
was
back.
he wanted to get in
It's
there
my
to get them. All right.
telekinesis. Oh, wait,
So
it's you.
actually, where
So
were
listen.
you? Where were you when this crime happened?
He's in the
I was
bathroom.
enjoying a nice steamy bubble bath.
Okay, so you didn't. First of all, you can't even be the lawyer of your fiance. That's actually illegal. If you're a lawyer, you can't know the person you're defending personally unless you have a court case with them. So we're just ignoring all the basic facts of every
court
every
case.
court case.
Are you
And you
forgetting one
and you want to
crucial-
hold a bomb and look at me directly in my eye, and you claim
You're
that you
forgetting one-
and you claim you're innocent.
Sideways, you
King
dumbass.
Julian, this is fuck. King Julian, this is fuck.
She's
Oh,
forgetting one crucial thing, all right? As a person who was involved in the incident, I have a right to defend myself.
You're not involved.
So
You
by
were in a bubble
extension-
bath.
It's my house.
Well,
it's
you
property
actually
damage to
were
my house.
Yeah, it's
That's
actually-
not
And I
damage.
you didn't let me finish. Look,
Right,
me
let's
getting
let you
out
make
of
up
the
more
bubble bath
excuses
doesn't
on a
mean
top
nothing.
excuses that don't even make sense. Continue. That's great.
Alright, listen. All right.
King Kong,
Let me
I believe you.
recount the events perfectly to you. I'm in the bubble bath and I hear noises. As a dragon, I don't have to put on clothes, so I
So
get
you're
a
not
speedy
you-
departure
you're not
from
just a
that
lawyer.
nice
You're a
steamy
witness,
bubble bath.
which is also legal.
Your Honor, I would like to be lawyer.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Taking a hot, steamy bubble
I got
bath.
out of the bubble bath and I ran
Alright.
down the hall because I hear my fiance scream. All right, I don't hear them scream. but I
Screaming
know it
over
with
a
my
photo
telepathic
being
powers.
taken of their feet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
All right, let me just recount your events real quick. So first of all, he broke into your house. Accusably, don't say anything. He accusedly broke into your house. With the shovel you mentioned, took pictures of your fiance's feet, and then tried to kidnap her later.
No. I
Oh,
didn't
he-
say they
he-
took
he-
pictures of the feet. That was a
What?
beforehand event. This is
yeah.
this is a ongoing problem. This person has been involved with us for more than this
Alright.
case.
Remember that, King Julian. Write that
Grab
down.
it, please.
I believe I have in the evidence room a report of us doing like we called the police to try and get him to stop.
You're not allowed to
we,
get any
we
evidence.
actually tried to get. I wasn't going to. You can sit there and shut up. Anyway, what I was saying was we tried getting a restraining order, but the court case for that you can actually look in your files is scheduled for a later date than this.
Which was never mentioned in
Yeah,
your opening
maybe.
statement.
I'm looking at that. It was not mentioned.
So basically, what this
Why
guy's
would I
doing,
need to
he's
mention it?
feeding
Why would I
on
need
the
to mention it?
story,
It's in your
and this
files.
guy, who's my
That is
friend,
very
which I'm
good.
not,
That's
he's, I don't
public
expect him to be
information.
biased towards me, is allowing him to continue going on with the story, which is also illegal. You're
So
supposed
you
to say this
expect me to
all in the
know every
opening
single
statement,
thing about
which
the
he
case at
didn't.
the very
So what
start?
he's doing
That's
is
your
just
opening
further
statement, isn't it?
explaining the story,
You eliminated
trying
the
to get
first
more
half. Why
evidence,
can't you do that now?
just to
Wait, no, back
further
then.
claim
Why
his
can't you do
idiotic
that?
point, which doesn't make any sense.
Because it wasn't
If you want to
relevant
be a
at the
good
time.
liar, be good at
But
it.
it is relevant. If
Thank
this
you.
person has been doing it for a long
Because-
time,
listen,
why
listen
would you
for a
bring
second,
that up?
listen
Why
for a
would you
second.
bring that up? Why are you not?
Because we're talking about specific charges of burglary and damages
No,
to the house.
what we were
Saying
talking
that
about is you cross-examining my evidence, but that leads you to tell more of a fabricated story for your benefit. That is what you're doing.
Anyway,
Like
as
that
I was
fucking
saying,
tea.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. This kid wants to come in. Hey, do you want that kid in here?
Yes,
That
I
kid right there,
do.
he wants to be your coach. All right, you
He's
can be
actually my
your,
witness.
co-counsel. All right, he's your
the
witness.
opening statement was
Yeah, I mean,
accusations in what happened. We weren't doing evidence or anything like
Accusations?
that.
What you
But-
mean?
You know what that means?
Wouldn't you bring up something that's you're claiming this guy's doing something bad? Why would you mention a history of him doing this to further his punishment?
Because
That's right.
y'all asked me what's going on here. I stated what the court case is about because that's what y'all asked.
Yes, you stated that,
Yeah,
but you didn't
And
put
so
any
listen,
more
listen.
information.
The court case is specifically about this isolated event, not all the events. The court
So why
hearing
would you wanna
a
bring
couple
it up
weeks from
now?
for the restraining? Because it's important now.
So why
Listen,
wouldn't you
Wait,
say
if
the
it's
court
important
case-
now, why was it important later? I don't get that. inconsistency.
Ooh!
What is that
Because-
inconsistency
Fuck
I'm
that
hearing
fucking
from you?
tea.
Because what?
It's not important. It wasn't important at the
miss-
start because
don't
I was
worry
only
about it,
presenting the
just
facts
go,
of this
just
specific
try.
case.
That's
But
like
as
me
we went
saying
on, it became apparent that I would need to
somebody was
connect the
murdered and not saying a
constant
murder weapon until I'm further
harassment of this
questioned, even though
person,
that will be
because y'all
a
kept
crucial
asking,
part on
like,
how that
the
person was murdered.
Y'all kept thinking the photos were taken during the event. That is your own misconstrued
Fuck to jail.
thoughts
asshole.
of what had happened.
You're
Y'all kept
lying
saying,
fucking
"Oh, so he
ass.
snuck in to take
Trying
photos."
to put a 15-year-old boy
I had to
behind bars
clarify the photos
because
were
you
taken
hate
beforehand.
You-
in a
you
separate
actually
event.
like children?
Yeah, so that was
Oh,
me
they wanna block
explaining
me,
your
okay.
misconception of the situation.
That's okay.
I did not-
that's
were
fine.
you saying me? You're saying me? I misconcepted that. I never
But
said
you
anything.
Your Honor,
but
if you
had to
allow him to
understand
keep
that.
on
You never said anything.
switching up the
Don't
story,
say that.
this
Don't
is not
say
I
that.
good.
never said anything.
Did this man
Your
right here
Honor,
not
he is
state
switching
the
up
photos
story.
were taken?
Please do not
That's
make
actually
it.
illegal.
Hold
shut up for a second and let me
There's
say
Too many
something.
inconsistencies in your
Listen,
story
listen.
for me to take it seriously.
Yeah, listen
Well,
for
listen-
another
listen for a
5 minutes
second.
so you can
You-
make up a whole nother story against
right.
my 11-year-old
When
client.
I was talking, you said the photos were taken when he broke into the house.
No,
correct?
I never
You
said anything about photos. I never said anything about photos. I never say. I'm a judge. Why would I
See,
say
he
something
keep
like that?
changing up his
I'm
story.
reiterating what you
Fuck
told
the
me
fucking
perfectly.
tea.
What are you talking about?
This is what liars
because
do.
This person said it. This person said it. You kept saying
Your
the
Honor,
photos
Your
were
Honor,
taken
Your Honor,
when he
Your
was
Honor,
in the house.
Your Honor.
Hold on, wait, he's speaking.
I
What?
call liar, pants on fire.
And Your Honor, can I also
What?
say something that's actually crucial?
All right,
And
say-
He said that his...
Why are we
He-
even arguing
can
about
you
this?
please
The
be
shovel had
quiet?
his fingerprints on it.
No, this is actually
Perfect.
crucial to the story, Your
Why would
Honor.
he even
This is
get
very
the shovel
crucial. You need to
from?
listen, please.
If he
All right, let me
broke
listen.
his
Let me
side,
listen.
He said his boyfriend was screaming, but his boyfriend is mute. So how was his boyfriend screaming when his boyfriend is mute?
All right.
Yes, you
I did
did.
it by saying telepathically. I heard it. All right.
Tell what?
Yeah, I said I have magic
Oh,
powers. They're
okay.
talking to me right
you
now.
don't have power.
Your Honor, he's a fucking liar, dude. He's a literal liar.
Powers, watch this. Watch this.
Your
Watch
Honor,
this.
I
Guys,
call liar, liar.
Why you didn't have powers when it came to...
Fire pants on fires here.
Your Honor, I call liar, liar, pants on fire.
All right, go sit down. Go sit down.
He don't even have his
I've
pants on right now.
heard a lot from you, a lot from her, but there's just way too many inconsistencies and just falsehoods in your story. I just can't really take it seriously. I will convict him of one charge of minor burglary. Minor, very minor. Okay?
Oh no!
Minor.
This is all fucked up.
To your house, and he will be in the county jail for 1 month.
Your Honor, Your Honor.
It wasn't even a
Liar
witness
says
time
man
or
is
no
pedophile.
closing statements, which is awesome. But I already won the court case,
All right,
so don't
say
even
your
fucking
closing
matter.
statement. Say your.
How did you win if he had to
Army.
pay and goes to jail?
I won over literacy and realness. You're not a good liar, dude. You're not a good liar.
He's going to jail.
Liar,
He's
liar.
going to
I call
jail.
liar,
Right,
liar.
he's going to jail over this wrongly. I don't even. You know what? I'll get. You know
Okay,
what?
Ralph,
That's fine.
let me.
I call liar, liar, pants on
There was
fire.
no rebuttal against the shovel. There was no rebuttal against the shovel. That's for sure. Actually, can I see the crime report scene? I want to see that. real quick.
hell?
So we're bringing up more
Yeah,
evidence.
you tell him.
This. Okay.
Your Honor, here you go.
All
No
right, let me-
offense, Judge, but you can't make a decision and then go back on it. That's also an
Yes,
inconsistency.
he can, nigga. He's the
What?
fucking judge.
No, he
You just
can't,
said-
nigga.
That's not how it works. Once you bang
Yes,
the
he
hammer
can,
and
nigga.
say,
This was a joke when I stated that. I never stated that.
but you still convicted him of something. That's
Yeah, I
still a
convict him.
conviction.
Unless
So
I
we're
see
gonna
more evidence
convict a
against
little
it.
boy over an inconsistencies because you feel bad for this
Over
fucking
But
What
moron.
I'm
Is
saying
that what we're doing
you
right
can
now?
Give
I
a
think your,
order like
I think
that
your
and then take it
fiance
back. Once you do that, it's a
I'm not
final
taking it
answer.
back.
And you also can't
You don't
continue
have
a
to
court
back
case
order it back.
when the court case wasn't even done. You can call for a mistrial, but you
How
can't.
say inconsistency and he
I
ain't
can go
even
for it,
banned the
man.
gavel. Are you
Judge, buddy,
slow?
what the hell,
You don't
buddy?
even
You're
know how
a
to say
fucking
inconsistent.
judge.
You know
You're
what?
a
You're the
horrible
best judge I
You're a
ever met,
fucking horrible
dude.
judge,
Ooh.
buddy.
Hey, I'm not a nigger like you.
I didn't say anything about being
Yeah,
a
I'm
horrible
good.
judge.
I'm just so like you, bro. Yo,
I'm
bro,
sorry,
you're
but
funny,
this
bro.
is
I've
like
heard that.
I
I've heard that
deserve
already.
to win.
Wait, go
every-
sit down. Go sit down real quick. Just sit down. You
Sit
two,
down.
you sit down. Sit down. Hey, not you, bro. Hey, come up here. Stand up right here. Yeah, bro.
Yes.
What's 5
Yes,
plus
Your
5, bro? No, not you.
5
that
plus
guy
5,
right there above
5 plus
you.
5.
21.
Yeah, what's up?
Drop the floor, nigga. Drop the floor.
I'm not gonna go to the floor. Who
You're
you
a
think I
fucking
am?
loser, buddy.
I'm a
vet,
fucking
nigga.
loser.
Can somebody
Oh,
kick
bro.
him? We are
Why
having
do
an
you-
actual
why do
court
all
case.
black people say
King
you're
Kong, shut the
fat
fuck
when they're
up.
fat? I don't get this.
When they're fat, nigga,
Fucking
what you
kill
got in your
you.
pocket, buddy?
Come back for part 2,
What
okay?
you got in your
Oh,
shit,
bro.
buddy?